people. I am happy to report that I honestly believe the second floor of my house is coming along rather nicely, and I thought I would pop in and give you guys a little bit of insight on that. Let you see what's going on here. I talked to you about the projects that I had in progress. The white floors that we're refreshing. We are about 80% done. 85% done. We have one room and then the kitchen, which is just the space around the island. So 90% done, I guess you could say. And so that's exciting. Now, these rooms are by no means close to being done, but what I have been doing is putting a lot of the details and finishing touches, or what some would call finishing touches and accessories. I've been adding those to the room, and I know a lot of people will say, but your rooms aren't finished, you're supposed to put those things last. But for me, those things are what inspired me to keep going. And they tell me what direction to go in so that I'm hitting all the marks. Now, for me, a home should be personal. First and foremost, it should be your home. It shouldn't be what you see on Pinterest. It shouldn't be what you see on Instagram. It shouldn't be what you see here on YouTube. It should be your home. It should be what you want it to be. You can get ideas from those places, but ultimately, what do you want to feel when you walk through your doors? And what speaks to you? And what needs do you have, or does your home need to have personally? Like, these are all things that you have to consider before you start to redecorate or renovate, even just freshen things up. You want to consider, what speaks to me? What do I need? What do the rooms need to, how do the rooms need to feel? All of these things are things that are important for you to consider. I, for one, absolutely love the aesthetic that I see all over Pinterest and Instagram, but it doesn't necessarily speak to what I personally want to live in. Some things do, some things don't. I know that there's a very neutral aesthetic. We've kind of moved away from grays, but we still are doing the neutral thing. And I do have a thing going, but I also like to use dark colors too, and rich colors, and pops of color in my home. But I know that 95% of what you see out there is pretty cookie cutter. So how do you take the things that you like from that, but then make them your own, make your home your own? So I have 3 things that I go for when I'm decorating. To be personal, it needs to be cozy, and it needs to nurture me, or my home needs to do those 3 things. So the way that I make it personal is I add pops of color, and I add coziness. And while I may have things that I see in other places, I try to use them in different ways, or I try to find variations. Like, for instance, coffee table books. I could have that same Tom Ford book that every designer has put in their house, every vlogger has put in their house, and it's a beautiful book, and I get it. It's a striking graphic, and it makes a lot of sense. It fits in probably every style of design. However, it is also everywhere. It's almost taking something so beautiful and making it overly common in a sense. And while I'm not saying I'll never buy one, because I think they're gorgeous, I'm gonna have to find a different way to display it for sure. But that's the key. That's how you personalize things. So I just want you to keep it in mind that when you're mindfully curating your home, make it personal to you. Make it a home that you know that when you walk through the door, when you walk through the doors, it is your space. You are home. It speaks to you, and it doesn't matter what it says to anyone else. Homes make beautiful show places, and they are great for showing off what we can do design-wise, or what we can spend, or whatever. They are, but at the end of the day, if you can't live with it, if you have it just to impress your guests who are only going to be there for a few hours, but you still have to wake up and go to sleep and wake up the next morning in this place, don't do it. Yeah, you can make certain spaces that are guest friendly, but ultimately it's about you and what you need. I like a cozy space. I like to be able to sit on my couch until the couch has taken on the indentation of the shape of my butt. Because it's my couch and I want that spot to be molded and ready for me whenever I decide I'm gonna plop down and sit there for hours upon end binging Netflix, okay? It needs to be that round and it needs to be that soft and deep enough to hold all that's back there, and there's a lot back there. And I say that half joking, but what I really mean is personal. It has to be personal. In addition to personal, cozy, I love throws and blankets, and I'm gonna be adding more as we get closer to winter. You probably already seen me say that I love winter. I do. I love it when it gets cold because I like to hunker down, especially if it's snowing. I like to hunker down and just sit in my space and refresh and renew. Winter is a time of renewal for me. It's a time of quiet. It's a time of peacefulness. And, you go out, you shovel your snow if you have to, and then you come in, you have your hot chocolate with whipped cream this high, and you will see that this winter. And you snuggle up with books and podcasts and television and YouTube channels and drawing pads and pens or whatever, and you just enjoy the cool, crisp season and then the festivities that follow. So I can't wait for that, and I'm already preparing for it. I just wanted to pop in and show you the progress and be consistent and keep you abreast of the things that are happening in my space. So I'll give you a quick little tour of things so you can see a little bit more of what has taken place since we last spoke. If you like what you see and you want to see more, hit that subscribe button, give me a thumbs up, and hit the notification bell. And follow me on my socials too, because that's a good way to see what I've done before it hits YouTube. All right, I've talked long enough. Let's get into our little mini progress tour. So hey everybody, I thought I'd do a quick house update because I honestly don't know how much I will be able to vlog this weekend. If you haven't seen this already, let me show you my plant wall, which may get a couple more plants up here because I'm building my craft space and I need a place for them to go. So this is a good spot. It's sunny and bright and nobody actually lives on the stairs. So yeah, that's what's happening. But I wanted to show you the progress we made in my hubby's office because it's really nice. And we got our new baby, our new cloud, and cloud ottomans, which we use in our living room because we're making our living room a vlogging / photo studio. Look at her. So check this out. There's a guy on the couch. This is the new cloud. So pretty. And here's where we are with the office. It's coming along. Everybody in this house is either a musician or some sort of vlogger or blogger or tech person. We're all creative in that way. So this is such a great spot now to film, or will be such a great spot to film and take pictures and all of that. This is the foyer that I'm standing in now. Still a ways to go, but I think that we are really close, you guys, to getting at least this level finished. So excited. How cool is that? like that's good. It doesn't need to touch it, but it doesn't need to be like all the way up against the wall either. Can you stand on that? Did it connect? It looked like it did. No.
Can you push it? Because if I push it, it's just gonna...
Can I push it
This way.
Okay, wait a minute. Okay. You know you're in the way, right? Thanks. Does it keep moving?
Can you push it a little bit, not real hard?
Which way?
The back. Just a little bit, because my hand is there. Now push it all the way. Push it all the way. This way. One more. Now get behind that one.
So there's still going to be lots to see. I hope that you have subscribed. I hope that you will like this video and share this video and hit that notification bell if you're interested in watching more of this transformation and seeing what else I have in store. I seriously don't think you'll be disappointed. And if you are, I mean, what does it take to please you? No, but seriously, I love where this is going and I just can't wait to show you guys more. So on that note, I'm going to love you and leave you, but I will see you in the next video. Bye.